could always tell it was the end of the beginning. When you're coming over here, there's no need for pretending.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to iLive, Life on Purpose. My name is Michael Charles, your host for the show from leadingwithintent.com, where I share insight strategies and, of course, secrets to intentional living. iLive to help you create results both in your personal and your professional life. My goal is to raise your level of awareness so you can master the essentials of life, money, and relationships. And of course, to live a more fulfilled and enjoyable life. So hang with me. Let's take this journey together with me as your guide on this channel. And if you are new to this channel, remember to subscribe and smash that notification bell to be notified every time I go live or once I upload a new video. I also have a welcome gift for you to help you get started in your journey of discovery, growth, and becoming. To claim your free gift, visit leadingwithintent.com. Today we have a very, very special session for you. And essentially a return of a couple guests that we truly enjoy spending time with. A couple guests that we truly enjoyed listening to last year. And seeing that today, February, is Love Month, I thought what better thing to do that is than inviting them back to help us and share some tips with us. And of course, Valentine's Day, right? That's what most people celebrate, Valentine's Day. So today, this month is Love Month. And in celebration of Love Month, actually, my wife and I, we will be on live next week, the 10th. We'll have a special live session where we'll spill all the tea, like my wife would say, about how we met, our love story, some of our struggles, and of course, some of our wins. So we inviting you to join us live on February 10th and the 17th. So we'll be sharing a little bit with you there. So join us and enjoy. So today, for our guest to discuss with you, dating with purpose, right? 7 signs you've found a keeper. I would like you to help me welcome my friend, Brother Michel-Ange and Sister Annie Joseph. How are you guys? How's everything?
Hi, Michael. It's good to be back.
Yes, good to have you. The last time you guys were here, you had such an impact. People truly enjoyed having you on. So it's a pleasure to see you and have you on again.
Wonderful.
Hello, Mike. It's
Awesome.
good to be back on your
Yes,
channel.
good to have you back. So, how about you tell us what you've been up to and what's been happening in your life since the last time you were here?
Building the relationship. You never stop building. If you want to have a healthy marriage, you want to keep on building the relationship with some positive energy.
Absolutely, that's great. Any noteworthy life changes? Anything you'd like to share? Any last year? I think last year it was right when you guys were on.
The last time there was a question
Uh
that
huh.
been asked to Michael,
Uh huh.
and he did not answer it. So we've been working on it. The question was, what was his hobby? And so
Okay.
Yeah.
now we work on it to find to
He's
find
happy.
him something like he can do, like something he really likes to do. And we know he does like few things, but um he does put us first. But now we work on let him find. It's good to put us first, but you need to have your own hobby. And so we've been working on that, and we had
Okay.
a good time. Yeah.
I mean, I know he loves singing. He loves music. I'm sure music and singing has something to do with it, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely.
I have my
That's
son who's
good.
challenging us in the house. He's moving so fast
Oh yeah,
towards
your
his goal.
son.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my, he's very talented for sure.
very.
Thank
And
you.
very, you guys raised a handsome and wise young man.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so why don't we get into today's topic, right? The topic is dating with purpose. I know, you guys have been married for years now. Hopefully, you haven't forgotten what it's like
How
to
many
date.
years now?
21 years.
Oh my
21 years.
gosh.
Yeah,
When compared to me, I'm a baby in the marriage,
you're coming.
in the
You're
marriage world, right?
you're
I think
coming.
this year will make it 12 years
12 years.
for
That's
Oh,
me.
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
make it
Yeah.
good.
12 years for me. Yeah, so again, so it's good to get to that point and be married and have that long term relationship. But before we even get to that sort of relationship, right? We have to
Mhm.
start at the beginning.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
12 years is a long way. Some people make it to one day,
I
if they
know,
even. Yeah. So 12
I know.
years is a long way.
Yeah, well, thank you. So let's talk about the first step, right? Before you get to the marriage part, right? You have to first find somebody.
Come back.
Yeah.
So, how do I know? I mean, first thing, how do I even know who to look for and what to look for?
So, first of all, you need to know yourself.
Okay.
Yourself. What do you want? Your standard, your conviction, where you
Mhm.
stand, what you stand for. You need to know that. And when you now, before you find a person, you're going to look for the person, right?
Yeah.
So you look and you start, this is where dating come. You start investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Is that person has the same conviction as me? Is that person love the same thing that I love?
Mhm.
Is that person have the same vision or share my vision? Is that person has even interest in me, you know? And so you have to start from there. And if there is a bit of negativity, you have to work on it.
Mm. It's interesting you said this, right? Does the person's vision match your vision?
Mhm.
This is one of the things that my wife will always get back to in terms of how did we know we were right for each other? And we always go back to the vision because we sort of found each other in our vision where we know we can work towards something together, and that was key. Any other words for Michaela you can share on that?
Yes, as my wife said, we're gonna go to a little explanation on the word dating. Some
Mm-hmm.
people don't use that meaning. I'm gonna tell you, but it's more significant when you see it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Dating is evaluating one another,
Mm.
evaluating one another, and investigate on one another.
Some people
Don't
don't like that word.
Yes, I
Investigate.
will. Yes, investigating because this is what important. You got to know that person. You have to
Mm-hmm.
always keep on asking questions. Let me know this side of you because sometimes you have to dig to know the other side of a person.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important when you know two sides of a person when he's happy or sad, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time the excitement on dating they don't the excitement is so high and you don't have time to study the other side of the person. That is very 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 dangerous. Some people think dating is not formal. It's just looking to see if
We're
we'll
much.
will match. It's
Yeah.
nothing serious. It's not formal. You could be
What?
going through a dating process and it's not working. You
You
next.
move on.
You move
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit on it if you see some red flags.
Yeah. Don't feel
Mm.
guilty.
Yes.
But some people get so caught up in the emotional aspect of it, they forget that the dating process is simply that, right? You're trying to figure out if this person is right for me.
It is very important
Mm-hmm.
when you're dating to know that you're looking, you're searching.
Mhm.
Or do we really share something? And one thing that is very important, you have to look how the person treat others other than you.
Mhm.
You know, some people they treat you good, but look around you when they're talking to someone, or how they do they get easily upset at someone, or how they treat others trashly. You know, this is a very important side, and you gonna have, if you take that person home, this is not something you're gonna be able to change. This is a real side of the person.
There's
Yeah.
one thing I would like to add, Mike.
Okay, go ahead.
I will give this piece of advice to anybody who's dating. Do not date desperately. Do not date desperately. Because,
I get that. You are saying something from McConnell's. Do not date desperately.
yes, do
Yeah,
not
could
date.
you tell us more about that?
Okay. Don't, some people let age go too far away before they start looking seriously. In that aspect, if you looking to have someone at the age of 35 or 40, if it's taking some time to get your right match, you're gonna be in a rush. You're gonna be in a rush on finding whatever you get.
Mm-hmm.
This is dangerous.
Yeah.
You cannot put your hands in whatever you get just because of age, or because of your sibling. They all get married, or your in your church or whatever in your society. Everybody in your age get married already. It's just you left behind, and you're trying to put your hands in whatever you get. And tomorrow in the relationship, you're gonna start facing problems because you didn't date well.
Mm, that makes
You're
sense.
really wise in that
So
process.
yeah, so when you desperate, you overlook red flags because you just want to get to somewhere,
Yes. Yes,
right?
because in dating, there is 5 stages in dating.
Mm-hmm.
5 stages.
Go ahead, please share.
The first one is attraction.
Okay.
Attraction. The second stage is investigation. The
Okay.
third stage is disappointment.
Mm.
Put it in bold. When you're disappointed, you have to take note of that because
So, what would make them disappointed? Is it because of the outcome of the investigation?
yes,
Yes, let's
Okay.
say let's say like we
yes,
talked before, how the person treat others.
Mm.
this is one
Oh
example.
wow, this is how she treat or he treats others. Okay, you take note of that. This is the disappointment, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, and could be other things.
And then
Okay.
like trust, if that person is not true enough, you don't want to be uh, you don't want to have someone like that in your life, because love based on truth, on trust.
Mm-hmm.
If you figure that that person been lying to you so much in every corner of the dating process, you caught
Mm-hmm.
some lies, you might be disappointed. But just don't when you have too many disappointment, you have to put your foot on the brake.
Mm.
You have to put your
Okay.
foot on the and then the fourth stage is stability.
Stability. Okay.
Yeah, stability. You have to reach a point that you put yourself together and get yourself ready for uh, more talk or to let go. Stability. And the
Mm.
fifth stage is finally commitment.
Okay. So,
Yes,
so would you say most people commit too early in the dating
yes,
process?
yeah. You cannot commit too early. Because if you miss investigation, that's the one of the point that I like the most. If you miss
Mm.
investigation, and then you're gonna commit to who? You're gonna commit to a
You don't know
stranger
who
that
you're
you don't
committing
know.
to.
Yeah, you have to know every corner. The things that are major in investigation. There are things, I remember I spoke to you last month about
Yeah.
minor things and major things.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we do have a question from one of our viewers.
Yeah.
And the question is, hold on, I'll put it on the screen and maybe we can, if I can put it on the screen for everybody to see. What kind of personal differences are unimportant in a long term relationship? So during the dating process, you'll find uh, differences. The question,
Okay.
the question is, what are the ones that are not so important? in the dating process for a long-term
Okay.
relationship?
All right. Things that are I'm gonna just step ahead first to show you one very important
Okay.
difference. Then we will go to things that are not too important.
Okay.
Okay. I know a gentleman who married wonderful women, and he said his family he's the only one child in the family, and because of that, he would like to have like 5 to 6 children. And then his wife say, "No way, I'm not gonna go 5, 6 child. We're just gonna have one."
That's a
This
big
is,
difference.
yeah, this is a major concern,
Wow.
major concern.
Okay.
And these guys have to really go with one child or take a decision. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Minor things. An example of something that are minor. Okay, my wife want to keep on touch with siblings.
Okay.
Okay, she likes that to have siblings come over. But there's a way I can deal with that. If the siblings they behave, that's fine. They can be around me. But if they not, that's fine. That's the less problematic. But if the sibling is not behave, they're gonna interfere in the relationship and mess my marriage up. It can become a major issue. Another important thing that I would like to mention, important thing. I'm gonna go over the sibling again. I know a gentleman of mine. He wants sibling to live with him, and his wife don't want the sibling to live with her. That's another major issue, because you cannot just marry someone and disconnect that person to her or his family. You have to really talk about that to see how we're going to do it. How are we going to build a vacation house or a guest house next door to deal with that? Because this is something that you cannot just ignore. You cannot ignore that. Little
Absolutely.
problem like pet, that's another problem too in the relationship.
But is that
One might
enough?
like
I-
it's not enough, but some point it's gonna face some point. And lies too, lies. Someone who Some people lie on at every second. They say something that is not true. This
yeah.
is major. I told you already. Trust is a big word in relationship,
Yeah.
right, Annie? Very big
Any
word in relationship. Those
anything
are major
else?
things. Yes.
When you are dating, when you come on the table, like I remember when we had our last meeting, Minister, what's his name? Um,
Brown?
Pastor Brown said, when
Hmm.
you come, bring your hand on the table like that. Do not hide anything. Because if you hide one thing now, later on, it's going to surface and it's going to bring down the whole thing we try to build. And so that's why I said you need to know yourself better first, at first. When you know yourself, you know who to look for. And when you find a
Exactly.
person, you're
Hmm.
going to know this is it.
Hmm.
And something else is, as we were talking about lies, one lie, you give one lie, and that is enough for the other person to investigate, I mean, or to leave. Because if you lie now on this simple thing, like let's say, um, I ask you, um, oh, did you have any boyfriend or girlfriend before? And you say, no,
The
no.
classic one, right?
How can you forget
That one
that?
is a classic.
Yeah, you can't forget that.
How can you forget you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend before?
Yeah.
And so later when you're gonna come, listen, let's clarify. I didn't trust you, that's why I didn't tell you, but now let's say I want to clarify that I did that her boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Listen,
gosh.
listen, we're gonna have to stop it right there because
Yeah.
I don't know what you've been telling me that is not true now.
Yeah. I'm so
You know,
confused now.
just based on that.
Yeah.
And so I think the best way to know that you are ready while you're dating for a relationship is when you think that you are not ready. Because if you are washing, if you are like under pressure to
Mm-hmm.
be on a relationship, not knowing what you bring in on this relationship, I don't think you are ready at all. The best way for you to know that you are ready in is to say to yourself, is to, I mean, when you say to yourself, I am not ready, knowing that you've been preparing yourself
Yeah.
and you say, I am not ready. I know a brother in our church, he said he's not ready to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk to him, when we see him, we see all the character in him that say that he's ready,
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
but it feels like he's not.
I
And
like
so
when they say they're
Because
not
he
ready.
wants to grow more, he wants to be more before he gets to someone in his life. So, what are some of the signs that tells me I've found somebody who's a keeper? I mean, you must know some of the signs because you found your wife and your wife found you, and you're still here after 20 plus years.
All right, let's go over the seven some sign that I put seven together to help the audience because we really care about relationship and we would like to guide you guys to the right direction. One of the seven sign is you feel like you've known that person forever. You feel
Okay.
like this is somebody that you knew a long time ago. When's that click? It's a sign that there is something going on in the relationship that are good. There is
Okay.
something good. Yeah. But if you feel like you're always a stranger to that person, no matter how long you have been talking, you still feel like a stranger. That's a sign that you guys not clicking. Number two is he or she shows interest in your interests, not just always talk about my interests, what I want to be in life, where I want to go, but going after your interests. This is very important. That person see your future, see your dream, and encourage you on what you're doing. This is something that you will need.
yeah,
You don't want to let that go.
Exactly. This
Yes.
actually is one
Imagine.
of the things. Yeah, no, this is one of the things that my wife and I had. That's
Yes, I was gonna
that's
say.
a good sign.
You imagine Dalu don't care about what you're doing, and she's the one who's gonna bring you down, and you're not gonna get to the point you want to go. And
yeah.
number three, she or he ask open question to get you know more, because you're expecting to get question every time we meet. It's like a Q&A session because I want to know more of you. Ask question. Any little thing you don't understand from that person, ask questions.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
that's a very good sign. Very good sign. Fourth sign is we value relationship the same. We have the same value. Like she has the same relationship values.
Okay.
Yes, very important.
Tell us what you mean by values in relationship.
Standard, conviction, you know,
Go-
respect,
goal.
goals, spiritual value.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the fifth one is he or she isn't always online. Seeing you in a restaurant talking to a friend, Brother Michael, and he's always or she's always on his phone chatting on Snapchat, selfie, selfie or going on like being a text, another text, another text. At some point, you have to really.
And when you're talking, you say, "Excuse,
And you're talking.
what did you
Okay,
just
what
say?"
did you say again? I'm sorry, I missed that. But we're sitting and talking. This is a very important moment. You've
Yeah.
been taking selfie forever and being answering text forever, and you can't even hear what I just said.
Yeah. I think this is something that nowadays is even more important, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Most people don't know how to be present.
Yes, I
This.
understand You might have an emergency. You know what? The babysitter just called me. There's something going on in the house. Give me a second to take care of that. Brrr, you take care of that, and you put the phone away, and you give full attention to the partner.
Yeah,
This is show
being
respect
present
too.
in, yeah, being present, listening, and truly paying
Yes,
attention to what the person is saying.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one, if you see the other person always ask you when is our next going out? When is the next uh,
Date or the
Yeah.
next
the
hangout.
net
Yeah.
date? Yes. If I say, oh, we might going out in 2 months, that person say, okay, that's fine. That's not a good sign. So why don't we go uh, out next week? Try to get a closer appointment.
It's a disappointment if you with me, you dating and we hanging out today, and you telling me the
Yes.
next time you can hang out with me is in 2 months. That means you're not that
Yeah.
interested in me.
Yes. This is
Yeah.
disappointment. You have
Yeah.
to. This is one of the red flags.
Yeah.
Michael, the last one is the if someone is challenging you in a good way, is challenging you. Always like me, I'm facing some challenge with my wife because she wants me to put a video out every week, and
There
it's
you
a
go.
challenge. It's a challenge, but imagine that's a positive challenge. If
Yeah.
you dating with someone who never gives you any challenge, never, everything is okay the way they are, you must think about that because
Yeah.
you will need someone. Imagine you and your wife, and she stop posting, and you never say, "Dalu, come on, Dalu. You used to post a video every week. Come on, Dalu, let's go. Put the
Yeah.
put the next one." You need someone in your life who's challenging you
Yeah.
towards good way.
Seeing
Yeah.
more in you than you see in yourself, and really pushing you to do more and be more, right?
That
Yes,
is the, yeah,
yes.
yeah, that is
Because
the,
because we could do multiple things. Another example of myself again. I always sing in the house playing piano, but my wife said, "I'm not taking that from you. I need to see the album. Where is the album?"
We've been waiting for that one for a long time. So,
I know.
are you gonna drop a hint as to when it's coming now?
A single. We're working on a single now.
Okay. Well, you have
Yeah.
the full band of the house.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the band is here. The band is here.
yeah.
There you go. Make it
So
happen.
Yeah.
so so while you're dating, you need to have confidence on your partner. See if there is respect, if there is character, if there is, self-esteem.
Hmm.
You need to look for every little detail and patience, all that. You need to see that,
Hmm.
because that dating that you're doing right now can take you to your final judgment. Am I ready to commit to that person, or can that person commit to me? you know
Hmm.
and so, if you do not pay attention, and sometimes we do have red flags and we tend to ignore them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
because we
True.
so caught in the first part, which is attraction.
Hmm.
The person look good, smell good,
Hmm.
is attractive, talk good,
Hmm.
and so
You
we
forget
we
about the
think,
other aspects.
okay, but listen, I told my son, I don't want you to marry to a beautiful woman. I want you to bring home a smart woman, intelligent, wise woman, you know, because the beauty might fool you,
Mm.
And
and you
not only
will
that,
pay
beauty
for it.
and not only that, beauty fades, right, over
Oh
time.
Yes,
goodness,
they do.
As
yes,
They
people
do.
yeah,
grow, things happen, right?
yeah,
If
Hmm.
things
you
Hmm.
happen. Yeah,
Yeah, you love a skinny girl, and over time the skinny girl is no longer skinny.
Yes.
You love a girl with some size, and over time the girl says, "I don't like the size
Yeah.
anymore. I want to be skinny."
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
Yeah.
we must go after value. We must see
Yeah.
value in that person. Does
Yeah.
that person respect me? How the person treat me? How the person treat others? Because he's not gonna marry you, just only you, but
Hmm.
you have family,
Hmm.
and that person is gonna be around your family. How you gonna treat my sister, my little ugly annoying sister, how you gonna treat her?
Yep.
So we need to see the value in that person, not just the beauty, not just the how to do in that person, but we need to see the compassion, the loving part in that
Yep.
person.
See how they treat people,
Yeah,
other
very
people, not
important.
you. They might treat you well, and in a
Because
restaurant,
they're
you might sitting in a restaurant and talking, but the server keep on coming, saying, "Are you guys okay?" And if he or she say, "Come on, she's might be looking for tips," that's why he's being. You see, that's another thing. You cannot treat outsiders like nothing.
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
another thing.
or someone who never like you say sorry. I might have arguing with you, and I say
Mhm.
sorry to you. Say it's okay, it's all right. But that person say you better. This is not a good thing
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Yeah.
because later on that person you're gonna find out it's worse.
yeah.
That's true.
It's
Because if in the
yeah.
dating process, the beginning of the relationship, that's how they behave, imagine what it's gonna look like later
Mm-hmm,
on.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Yes, let's go over the seventh sign again. You can find a keeper on a dating process. Number one is you feel like you've known each other forever. Second, he or she shows interest in your interests. Very important. Number three, he or she asks open questions to get to know you more.
Okay.
Number four, he or she has the same relationship values. He or she isn't always online, ignoring the important things going on the table. Number six, um, he or she asks you for a date sooner than later. You always want to be together. I'm still here.
Okay. Yes. Are you still here?
And the last one is he or she challenges you. You need somebody who's challenging you in life, not somebody, but your other half need to
Yes.
challenge you a lot because this life, my friend, is a life will need challenges to get
Yes.
where you want to go.
Yeah,
We
and
need
one
to
other
stretch,
thing,
right?
Yes.
while you're dating, you need to know that person not only share your value but has his own interest. Like
In your
let's
interests.
say you met someone, the person say, oh, I've been waiting for you all my life, my prayers are answered now. Okay, you need to run away because you've been doing anything before I came along.
What have you done before
You
me?
have to be, that's why I remember last week I told my husband I need to for you to go over to some friend's house, have something to talk about, and come home and talk to me
Hmm.
about it.
Hmm.
So yeah, something fresh, something new, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Because when you distance yourself for some time, it's so good to
Hmm.
retrain,
Hmm. Hmm.
And so when like you're going out and you always have someone, where you going? What you gonna do? Where did you talk about me? Where was it? No, no. You need someone who's so busy at being happy, doing something that when we come together, we find something to share,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So we don't want we I don't want to be a burden.
Hmm. You can
Okay,
Yeah.
you
while
can
you're
do
dating,
things.
you have to look for that too. If that person gonna be a burden for me,
Hmm.
you
Yeah,
know.
no, absolutely. I completely agree with that point.
Yes.
I guess the word burden is a lot of people may not want to use it, but that's essentially what it is, right?
That's
It's
exactly
almost
what
like
it
the other
is.
person is a crutch
Yeah,
for you.
yeah,
Yes, yes. You
yeah.
don't want that.
Bring your
Yeah,
own thing on the table.
Yeah,
We
yeah. You
yeah,
don't
bring
even have
something.
time
We
for
meet.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I know, Sister Honey, you said something in the very first session we had, which I think was uh, very important and uh, very important to relationship is before you start in that process. I think you made reference to that today. You need to be a whole person
Be a whole
because
person.
you
Yes.
don't want to go into a relationship looking for somebody to make you whole
Yep.
No.
Yep.
because you likely may not find or will not find what you need in that person to
Mm,
make you whole. You need to be
mm.
whole, and then they need to
So
be whole, and coming
let's
together.
imagine.
You
And so what will you do? You're gonna make that person miserable.
Yeah.
You're gonna make that
Yeah.
person miserable. You have to let's say you know you have issues. Do not bring it in the relationship. Heal yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal yourself first. Yeah.
Heal yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when you come and meet someone, we're gonna make this a joyful place, you know. But
Agree.
if the person, let's say my husband is an okay man and I have some issues, and when I come in the relationship, all I want is I expect so much from him. He has to be there. He has to help me. He has to take care of me. He has to emotionally like be there in every little thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's too much for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be too busy
Exactly.
That
and
is too much emotionally. I'm
training.
joining him.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring that
So
in a
true. So
relationship.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, recently I was having a conversation with someone that was saying, well, so and so while we were together was cheating on me, and when I asked why, and you know, he said it's because he was cheated on when he was with his ex, so because of that, he you know, he wanted to, you know, pay back or whatever.
Oh
This is
my
totally
god.
somebody who's not ready to be in a relationship.
Listen, Michael, you might be surprised. I might be married to Michael, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, surely I am in a relationship with him.
Yeah.
But I'm someone else that
Else.
I thought I left 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Billy might hurt me for 10 years ago, right? And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm with Michael and I'm still living with him.
Yep. In your
With
mind.
Billy, you're
I'm
still living
bring
with Billy.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah.
I bring all the negativity, all that I went through
Yeah.
with Billy, I bring it with to Michael. And he
Mm.
has to deal with that. Poor
Poor,
Michael, who
poor
doesn't know
Michael.
nothing about Billy, who was Billy. And and that is why
Ah.
I think sometimes we have so much divorce,
Yeah.
so
Mm.
much craziness in the
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
relationship, you know. Michael doesn't know what he's dealing with.
Yeah.
The problem he think that I have, that is not really the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the problem is
And
not
so
the problem you have is not with Michael, it's with Billy, but you're taking it out on Michael.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Can you imagine? So that is in an unending problems. Michael will never find a solution.
Yes.
I
And
know.
Endless
so
problem.
He'll
I
do
need
everything
to,
he can. It's gonna be very difficult.
Yes. Very.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna
If
be
not
miserable in
impossible.
the relationship. Yeah, and that's too much on one person.
Oh wow.
And so
That is so
we have
important.
to come whole in the relationship.
Yes. Come home.
Yeah.
Whole,
I think
healthy,
that's a wonderful thing.
mind, in our mind, emotionally. We have to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I think
Awesome.
that's
Awesome.
all for tonight.
Yeah, no, this is great. I mean, I really appreciate you coming on one more time. I'm sure we're gonna have you on sometime soon again. We'll work
Yeah.
that out and try and have some folks. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us and for being here with us today. I really appreciate you for doing that. And if any one of you watching this live or you watching the replay, if you'd like to get in touch with Annie and Michelange, feel free to reach out to them. They are on Instagram at healthy.marriage. So healthy.marriage for they are the founders of Healthy Marriage Academy, and their goal is to really help people create and really nurture healthy marriages. And so they're good friends of mine, and I love spending time with them. Too bad COVID makes it a little hard to spend more time with people, but hey, we're gonna have a party soon, so maybe you'll be invited. All right. So you can reach him on Instagram at healthy.marriage, or you can reach out to him via email at healthymarriageacademy@gmail.com. Again, they are a great couple, and they do coach and do counseling sessions with young people who are about to get married and married people to help them go through, set up a healthy marriage. And also, if you feel that you're not in a healthy marriage, you need help, they can also help you. And so check out their YouTube channel as well, Healthy Marriage Academy. They have some tips there, and as you heard, he'll start putting out some videos. So I can't wait to see what he puts out there. So once again, thank you so much for joining me.